The House of Mario's cute little handheld has sold over 150 million units since it hit shelves in 2004. It was loved and adored back then, but could that love extend to today? We're going to talk about why the sweet 16th anniversary of the Nintendo DS could be the perfect time to get one.
Thank you, Mario!
Owning a piece of the past is an international pastime for good reason. It's fun to pick up old things and wonder and imagine how much work and inspiration went into their creation and how revolutionary certain design features were back in the day. 2 screens and a piece of tech isn't all that impressive in 2020, but everyone in 2004 looked at the Nintendo DS, aka Nintendo Dual Screen, like, why didn't I think of that? The heir to the Game Boy Advance, the DS's bottom 3-inch screen was a touchscreen, and both screens had a sweet backlight, which was also fat-shamed after the DS Lite came out, has an 8-hour battery life. Not too shabby for an early 2000s handheld. Any of you older watchers remember how fast Ghetto Blasters ran out of battery? Yeah, 20D batteries ain't cheap. Not then, not now.
D, not C, D.
Anyway, the DS has a calendar. It's fun to schedule your gaming meetings with it. It has Pic-to-Chat, the Zoom of 2004, and DS Download Play for game demos and samples. The Wi-Fi was also quite something at the time. This tech was a quantum leap from Game Boys. You did have to connect to other DSs using friend codes, so security was a little tight. If someone gave you their DS friend code, you knew they really liked you. Unfortunately, its servers are now disbanded. It has backwards compatibility that today's consoles should be taking notes about. You can play Game Boy Advance titles on it, expanding your library options by double. For some odd reason though, it cannot play Game Boy or Game Boy Color games even though their successor, the Game Boy Advance, can. But for the $50 or less you'll pay for it at a flea market, we don't think you can complain too much.
You're gonna pay now, you're gonna pay on layaway. How much?
And the region locking on the DS is not a thing, so you can play the weirdest Japanese titles money can buy on the project formerly known as Iris. The lighter, sleeker, brighter DS Lite is an even better buy with 12 hours of battery life. And things get incrementally better with the DSi, and you get a full extra inch of screen in the bigger and better DS XL. A console is only as good as its games, so this cutie patootie is great. For the platform gamer who loves the new school masterpieces like Cuphead, pay homage and tribute to some old school classics like these 3 great Sonic games: Sonic Rush Adventures, and Sonic Colors. The new Super Mario Bros. Breathed new life into the NES Classic. And for those looking to broaden their platform gaming horizons, there's Starfy, a Kirby derivative whose ultra-cute underwater adventures are a charming Mario and Sonic alternative. The ingeniously titled Nintendogs are wonderful for dog lovers too lazy to walk real-world dogs. Rubbing those virtual canines could ease the stress of even the most stressed-out gamer. That's better. Sometimes, when playing that game, you do end up feeling like Sam Rockwell's character in 7 Psychopaths.
Pa.
As their voice recognition software wasn't and isn't all that top-notch. And before kids were getting severely hurt playing Pokemon Go, there was the infinitely safer Pokemon game, Pokemon Platinum version, the 5-star improvement over Pokemon Silver version and Pokemon Pearl version. There are a lot of other Pokemon gold mines on the DS well worth your time, like Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2, and Pokemon White 2. And lest ye not forget Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver. Even though those last 2 sound like they should be Prince albums, they are Pokemon classics. Another set of games that never meant to cause you any sorrow and never meant to cause you any pain are the Final Fantasy RPGs FF3 and FF4. These are Capcom classics that you can play while waiting for them to finish Final Fantasy XVI.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
And for the truest of true role-playing game aficionados, you can't talk about RPGs without talking about Zelda. And no Zelda collection is complete without The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Anniversary Edition. The amount of endorphins this sound releases in my brain. always refills several of my heart pieces. Oh yeah. For fans of the bizarre and lovers of the movie Being John Malkovich, there's Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, where you get inhaled by Bowser and spend time deep inside your archenemy in order to battle a bigger tyrant named Fawful. If you're tired of dying every few seconds playing online in Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
Taking fire!
take it back, and we mean way back, to the Call of Duty DS games where you can actually win sometimes. If you're looking for a true blue DS classic, there's Animal Crossing Wild World, a real garden of peace for really high-strung gamers. It's a place to go and get full chill, as nothing can truly get to you when you're riding with the captain. And finally, one of the rarest games of them all, which YouTuber Nick Robinson recently resurrected, the McDonald's DS game, which you can actually use to learn how to work at McD's restaurant, as it was an actual training tool the fast food chain used. Great for McDonald's lovers, rare game collectors, and the US president.
What's your secret?
It's not all sunshine and rainbows, though. For another kind of culinary artist who wants to have an experience that's the opposite of fun, you can play handheld games as Cory in the House, where you play as the teenage head chef of the White House and spend all your days looking for lemon sauce. Look, they can't all be gems, but with such a wide variety of games, that's bound to happen. But the good games trump the bad ones for this now almost classic console. Oh yeah, and for the rock gods out there, I almost forgot. There's Guitar Hero DS. That was amazing. The holidays are supposed to be a time of great joy and togetherness, but what the Hallmark movies don't show is that they're also a time of great stress. Sky-high expectations that are tough as nails to meet, and noise, noise, noise. See, the Grinch understands. Give yourself the gift that's entering its teenage years that can make the world go away with its historical appeal, vast game library, and its link to a not-so-overwhelming past. Sure, you could play Cyberpunk 2077 and accept all its bugs and flaws, but if you want to take a trip to the past and have a good time, the Nintendo DS is always up for it. And with some going as low as $10, hey, I've spent $10 on things that only lasted a few minutes, and afterwards, I felt pretty bummed. The DS could provide you with hours of joy for that same price. If you think of it like that, what have you got to lose? What do you think about the DS? Do you only play emulators? Any old-time favorites you've been wanting to try or replay? Let us know in the comments below, and like and subscribe for more from the gamer. Happy ho-ho holidays!